Good morning. Hey. So my name is Tina and I am a pink status presenter with Younique, and I wanted to share an experience with you guys that are thinking about going to convention, or maybe you've been to convention before and you're thinking that maybe you're not going to go this year. I would like to just bend your ear for just a minute and tell you how I felt. So I joined Younique in 2014. It was November of 2014. And so I was just kind of just doing as a side hustle. I could really see the potential in the business. I was watching a lot of Sherry Brown, and I had seen DeBron, which is my upline, my black status. Like talk about how she didn't even wear makeup, and here she was a black status. So I was like, I wear makeup, I can totally do this. But I was working a full-time job and I was just really doing this as a side hustle. And then it came to August, and everybody was talking about convention in Chicago, and I was like, no, I'm not there yet, right? I am not that. Let me turn on a better light here, you guys. I'm not there yet. I've got a good light here. Okay. If I was doing this like if I was a black status, I would go to convention, right? I didn't think it was a big deal. But at that time, there was, I can't even remember what it was called, where it was an app that you could watch things, you could kind of watch live, because there was no live video back then, right? So you could watch stuff live, and I can't even think of what it was. There used to be all these hearts that used to go up. So if you think about it, comment and remind me what that app was. But anyway, that's how I watched a lot of the convention. They had a 50s themed party out there, and I was watching DeBron and Summer and Tess just really having a blast. And then they had this boutique, and I just like, oh, you guys, that sounds like so much fun. They were out in the town. There was just this camaraderie and sisterhood that looked so amazing. So during that weekend, when they had discounted convention tickets, I was like, I am so going next year. So I bought my ticket and I was like, woo, 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 I am so going. I'm going. So I planned all year long about how I was going to convention in 2016. And that was in St. Louis. And so got together with my upline, which was Lisa Marie, and I got together with Renee, and we booked a room together. We shared a room. We actually even flew out of Orange County together. And I mean, I can't even tell you what that buzz was. It was like wedding day buzz. Like, I'm serious. It was like so even better because I wasn't nervous. It was just excitement, so much excitement. But I could not have prepared myself for what was about to come. Even thinking about it, I mean, I've already talked about this twice already, but even thinking about it just chokes me up, because when we got off the plane at the airport, there were banners everywhere welcoming Younique presenters. And I was like, wow, this is big. This is really, I mean, it's at the airport, right? So as we drove into the airport, we got into the middle of town, there were these banners on the walls, and there were like, it was just so big and overwhelming. And our shuttle bus was nothing but presenters. So, I mean, we were just like, whoa, it was just crazy, right? So then we got to our hotel, dropped our stuff off, and couldn't wait to get to the convention center. Took the shuttle to convention center and got off, and I started to bawl. I mean, I was literally just bawling because I was so overwhelmed with the amount of emotion. And I don't even know where it all came from, and I can't explain it to you guys. I can just tell you what I felt. It was overwhelming. There was posters and banners and people's faces, and I couldn't wait to see like Sherry Brown and all these people I had only watched on video, right? So that was my first convention at St. Louis, and it was amazing. So the next year was down in New Orleans, and I had just moved to Missouri, which that's a whole other story. And, you know, we needed new furniture. We needed all kinds of stuff, but I did not think I was going to make it to the New Orleans convention. However, I did buy my ticket during the pre-sale time, or during convention time. So I did have my ticket. I just didn't have anything else. I didn't have a roommate. I didn't have a way down there. I didn't have my flight. I didn't have any of that other stuff, right? So thank God, Renee, she is my saving grace, because she had a room and she was just going to let me bunk in with her. If you guys don't know, Renee is my cousin by marriage, and no, she's not underneath me, but she is amazing, and I really, really admire her. And so we roomed together again in New Orleans, and again, it was amazing, fabulous, overwhelming, and all of that stuff. But I didn't really see my business growing, and I know that that's a lot has to do with me and some of the blocks and mindset that I am now figuring out. But so last year when San Antonio came to town, well, I had been to San Antonio. I hadn't been to the other places before, but I had been to San Antonio, and I thought, it's not a big deal. I can miss this year. Whoa, boy, was I wrong. I was so wrong, because that whole weekend, now we have live video and we have all this, right? So I'm watching this, and I thank God for Younique and corporate that they show so much on live stream. And I watched it all. I mean, my husband had to eat out all weekend long. I might as well have been at convention, because I was glued to my phone. And even after all the live feeds, I was friending all kinds of Younique presenters just to see what they were doing, and to feel that. And I remember watching Rachel Stogner walk the Black Status again. I just bawled. By this point, I had Apple TV, and I was streaming it on my big screen TV. And I literally had a box of Kleenex right in front of me, because I was just bawling from the emotion that just gets all. This sisterhood, you guys, this sisterhood is so much more than mascara. It is watching people like Rachel make it. And I was so sad that I wasn't there to see it live. Oh, this is so crazy. I really was. I was so disappointed in myself, and I was disappointed in that I hadn't made it a priority, that I hadn't made it like the thing. Like I pushed it aside, and I let other things get into my head. So all I'm telling you is, number one, if you've never been to convention, you gotta go, because it is the experience of a lifetime. I promise you. It is an experience of a lifetime. It is the most amazing opportunity that I have ever had. I can't imagine what it's like I haven't been on any of the incentive trips and stuff like that. I've only done the convention, and the convention has been, there's so many different languages and people of all different genres. I mean, they're young and older, and they're all so beautiful. In here, you can see the heart of these women. Now, there has only been 2 times in my entire 4-year career that I have run into anybody bad talk another Y sister, and it happened in San Antonio. And it was nobody I knew. It was nobody from our team. But I know that Renee and we nipped that in the bud, and we were like, you need to go talk to your upliner. We don't do this. This isn't what we do. And we confronted her and told her that, because you guys, I would never, ever want that to be tarnished in this business. The sisterhood, the camaraderie, the uplifting, empowering, and validating, all of that is so true. And if you have not felt it up to this point, you will totally feel it at convention. So don't miss out. Make it a priority. Skip your latte, skip your going out to lunch, whatever it is to put that extra money away to go. I am hustling, guys. I am hustling to shove money aside, because I will be at the 2019 convention, and I hope I see you there. Bye, guys.